Hello there, Aquarius. Thank you for stopping by for your tarot video forecast for the week of September 7th through the 13th. On Monday, what you have showing up is you have the Four of Coins. This is a good card, actually. A lot of people try to say that it means you're being miserly and silliness like that. I don't see it like that at all. Maybe I'm a miser, I don't know. But actually, what I see this card as meaning when it comes up is that you're getting to put some of your money in savings. See how two of the coins are outside the chest and he's putting two of the coins inside the chest? So this means that there's something happened that you brought home some money and you were able to stash some money back. Now maybe you're stashing it back for a particular thing, or maybe you're just stashing it back for a rainy day or for an unknown opportunity that may come up in the future. But the point is that you're just able to put some money in savings or stash some money back on Monday, Aquarius. Good for you. Now on Tuesday, you have the Justice card in reverse. Now, the Justice card in reverse can manifest in a few different ways, and I'm thinking we've got a couple of them going on here for you Aquariuses, so different ones of you will have different things come up. First of all, this can be legal matters, and whenever the Justice card comes up in reverse, it shows you kind of, if you're doing well, if you're doing good, if you're living right, it shows you kind of getting the short end of the stick. If you're not, if you're trying to do things underhanded, it shows you kind of getting away with it because justice is not served on Tuesday. So this can be legal matters. This is something like maybe you get stopped and you're speeding, and really by all intents and purposes you actually deserve to have a ticket, but you get let off with just a warning. That's justice in reverse. That's justice not being served. So there could be something like that going on. There could actually be a court case that something is going on for you guys on Tuesday, and the outcome comes out and it's not a fair outcome. So, you know, not a fair outcome, like in the last example, can work in our favor. But if we're working above board and doing things the way that we know that we should do when we have not a fair outcome, that's usually not something in our favor, not something that we like to see. The other thing that I've seen with the Justice card is I've seen this card come up in relationships, which at first I used to think was really strange. But the Justice card in reverse, if this is coming in for you guys as part of a relationship situation, Aquarius, this is just talking about, wow, and you're the second sign that's gotten this, actually. This is talking about a situation in a relationship where the relationship is not well balanced. One person is giving more and the other person is taking more. So when the Justice card comes up in reverse, the one who's giving more is being asked to give more than normal. And the person who is taking more is being allowed to take more than normal. So it's an unjust situation as far as in a relationship. So it can be coming in either way. I feel like some of you will get it as a relationship, some of you will get it as a legal dealing. Probably about 60-70% of you as a legal dealing and the rest as a relationship situation coming in. Wednesday, what we have coming up is we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, what I'm just hearing is slander and gossip. So I think people are going to be talking about you and talking about you in a way that is not truthful and in a way that does not make you look very good. I don't feel like this does any permanent damage to you. I do feel like it upsets you when you hear about it, but I don't feel like it does any permanent damage to you. And the reason I don't feel like it does any permanent damage to you is that the person or the persons doing the slandering or the gossiping are not that well respected by other people. It's like everybody kind of knows their number. They know that this person just goes around just running off at the mouth for no apparent reason. And so whenever this person starts talking about you, they're like, yeah, right, okay, are we done yet? That type of thing. So like I said, I think when you hear about it, it makes you upset, but I don't think that there's too many people around that are actually paying attention to what is said. So if you can basically just slide it under the rug, not pay any attention to it, then you'll actually minimize what's going on. If you actually react to this out of your upsettedness, then you actually end up making it into a bigger deal than what it is, because it's totally, what I'm picking up here, this situation is totally not worth your reacting to at all. Nobody's believing this person anyway. Just let it go. Laugh about it. Now, Thursday, what we have showing up is we have the Five of Coins in reverse. And the Five of Coins in reverse is actually a good card. It's a better card than the Five of Coins right side up. The Five of Coins in reverse tells me that there's some kind of space being created in your budget. So in other words, you probably, well, maybe you got a raise so you have more money coming into the budget, or maybe you've paid off a car or a cell phone or a mortgage or whatever, a motorcycle, whatever. The list could be unending. But now you don't have that payment anymore, and so now you have more room in your budget to cover things a little bit better, so, and a little bit more easily. So this is just talking about on Thursday something happens so that you have more breathing space in your budget. It's a good thing. It's a good card. Now, Friday, what we have coming up is the Four of Clubs in reverse. And the Four of Clubs in reverse isn't really a good card or a bad card. It's kind of a neutral card. It just is talking about that there's somebody leaving the nest. So when I say leaving the nest, this can be somebody literally moving out of mom and dad's house. This can be somebody going off to college. This can be somebody going off for a military tour of duty. This can be a good friend moving out of the neighborhood. This can be somebody that you work with transferring to a different branch or starting to work for a different company. Somebody leaving the nest. Now, the other way that this card can show up, and for some of you Aquarius, is I do believe that it will show up this way as well for the minority of you, but there are going to be some of you that how this card shows up is it's going to be a split in a relationship. When this card comes in, this is more of a temporary type split. So it's a separation in the relationship. It could be, I usually see it last anywhere from a few hours at the shortest to a few days, or maybe at the most like 10 days is normally about the longest I see this lasting whenever this is the card that comes up for the separation. So there's some kind of separation coming up, just a temporary thing coming in on Friday. Now on Saturday, Aquarius, what you have showing up is you have the Two of Clubs. And the Two of Clubs is really telling me that you have a decision to make on Saturday. You have to decide out of two things. Interesting. I'm getting a very specific thing here. Out of two things that you would like to do, you have to pick which one you would like to do the most. Which one is the priority for you? Okay, and that's interesting because it's coming in so specifically, because typically when this comes in, this can be talking about two different people, two different projects, you know, two different things itself. So this is two different things, and if you don't choose between one or the other, then you don't have enough energy and resources to put into both of these things to make them move forward. So that's why one has to take priority over the other. So that's, I see you making that choice, and I don't see you really struggling with it a whole lot on Saturday. It feels like to me what you're saying is, okay, well today I'm going to do this, and then in a couple of days I'll return my focus. I'll turn my focus around and I'll turn my focus over on this other thing. So that's what I see coming in for you on Saturday, Aquarius. And then Sunday we have the Temperance card in reverse. Temperance in reverse just means that on Sunday you're going to be realizing that there's something about your life that is not in a balanced place. So this can be really anything. This can be maybe your finances aren't balanced and you need to do something about that. Or it can be that maybe you spend so much time working you don't have time for yourself, or you don't have time for your family, and you need to do something about that. When the Temperance card comes in reverse, it's really a time when we're realizing something is not in balance, and at the same time, it's important enough to us that we start immediately to make plans about, okay, how can I bring this into balance because this is important to me. Okay, so that is your week, Aquarius. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with me for these minutes. I do appreciate all of your support, all of your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, all of you who've had readings with me, all of you who will have readings with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you all. I really do appreciate everything you do for me. Everyone have a fantastic week. I will see you back here next time. Peace out.